On the Reaper, and Hobbs with a Torp and Elkia on the Lucio.
I think I've got this, old man.
I mean, an attack basher with there you go. Hobbs is gonna go with the McCree
and Nana.
Just looking at the lineup, it looks pretty well balanced. Having a Zarya definitely good there. No Mei as of this moment though, so that's something. I mean, King's Row, you would actually almost always see a Mei just because it's so potent in defense. Like you could just where Surefour is looking at, that main entrance right there just can be blocked out by the main wall completely.
Yeah, normally I do see teams switch it out to Mei once the enemy team has already acquired the payload, where it's such a narrow path where the wall actually blocks all the way. So I kind of see it where they would just opt for this triple attack at first and then maybe switch it out later to a Mei once they might have some trouble. But
it's very aggressive push coming in from Helix Esports. They're trying to break the shield as much as possible. It's already cracking, and they are focusing down Rib. Rib almost down, gets taken. Kai with another refrag, with a revenge refrag there onto Boss Floss. And Hobbs is just playing at the sides. Surefour here, still hasn't gotten himself a good hook just yet, but Zen going a bit too aggressive, gets the kill onto Kai, but you can see here that Mega side is just free reigning, gets a kill on the kill feed onto Hobbs, and Surefour is still alive, going in with the Roadhog shots, almost gets it, and actually does complete the hook there onto Rage, and that will be pushing out Helix Esports. They're gonna go for the retreat, but still gets a hook there onto Reinhardt, and
yeah, it was actually a good start from Helix Esports. It's just that they couldn't follow it up really well. They had to lose a DPS for themselves. They lost 2 people. Meanwhile, Rib was the only casualty from that attack. Now they're going for the second wave. Let's see if they're gonna be able to execute this well. They have Deadeye.
They push from the left, but they come now from the left actually. And there's a Hobbs setting up a very good double kill. And Surefour here, but Menakosai with the Ana boost. But here comes Zen coming from the sidelines. He's trying to at least zone him out for the most time so that they will be able to get the point. Just waiting, just unleash that Death Blossom, gets the kill on the Surefour, even without it, the Hellfire Shotguns doing the work, and they do get Cloud9 on this first point, so their choice of map really working out well for them.
Yeah, good call for Helix Esports to get King's Row for their first map, and after the second wave of attack, they finally succeed, so there we have it. After the second wave, Surefour will switch to the Mei, as expected, and we'll see though, a lot of ultimates available for Helix Esports. Meanwhile, 3 for Cloud9. I'm pretty sure they can push this forward, especially if Boss Plus and Prison has the key ultimates that will actually make them push aggressively onto this. So for defensive, at least the sound barrier.
Wall. They have shifted it up, and they go in with the Graviton Surge. Lots to follow up though. I mean, we're just seeing Zen here being activated on with the sound barrier. They're getting damage on, but not enough as they cannot peel through the ultimate of the Lucio there. Zen still going up, going ham. Hobbs does have his Deadeye up, so will he actually use it just to zone out Cloud9 here? Cloud9 still have a very large amount of players. Only Raffle and Adam have gone taken down, but we do have the Mei. They activate it, and they are using this Mei wall to actually just back off against Cloud, or to push away Cloud9 rather.
Man, Surefour wasn't able to get the Blizzard on time. That push would have been great for Cloud9 if ever they got the Blizzard on time, but you know, Surefour has the Blizzard available for now, but it seems that Helix Esports might snowball this towards the third point. They will get the second one for themselves, and the last point might be difficult. I mean, Cloud9 has done some clutches. Deadeye.
There's the Graviton Surge, but Mendokosai setting up a Deadeye just to push back a little bit Helix Esports here, and they actually cannot do that as Hobbs with a triple, and Kai getting the refrag there onto Rage, but still not enough as Hobbs is just in the backline doing the best of McCree's I've seen right now, and with 4 minutes remaining, I mean, this is a lot of time to work with on the third point.
Oh my god, Helix Esports, again, snowballing. They're steamrolling over Cloud9 right now, and all of their attacks are working effectively. Now that is Surefour with the Nano Boost. Let's see who will be able to eliminate this Reinhardt, and that is Surefour in the front lane. They will be able to deny that attack and get a good ground for defense for themselves.
Props though to Boss Floss. You saw that the Surefour was activated with the Ana ult, but then at the same time, he just like absorbed all the damage with his shield and his body, you know, mitigating or minimizing the damage output that Surefour wanted to do. He wanted more kills, he wanted to get all the DPS so that, you know, they might have at least slow down the pace of what Helix Esports are doing right now, but that's not going to be the case. Surefour being found out in the top side, so he has to go down and just regroup with his team. Look at the war chest here. 3 ultimates for Cloud9, 3 for Helix Esports. They have an Earth Shatter, and Hobbs is trying to line it up. Can he get it though? And he is going at it, going against Rib. Nice stun onto Surefour, but not enough as Cloud9 are just pouring in, pushing out Helix Esports, and this could be the point where Cloud9 starts to mount the comeback in terms of defense.
Exactly. I feel like Cloud9's weakness on King's Row is the payload, the first defense point, and the second, and then the third is somewhere where they hold their ground. So it's all up to Surefour again with Kai's bubble for him to deny Helix Esports, but at least they managed to stop a few waves of attack for now. But Boss in prison again with all the key ultimates, they're going in.
Graviton Surge though, they put him go to the wall, but there's a sound barrier, but here comes it is Death Blossom and Kai following up. The damage from Surefour was too insane, and you can see that Boss in no man's land tries to go into the very point 3, but then he doesn't have the payload with him, and they just rip them apart. And not only Helix Esports though, at least they do have 2 more ultimates to work with to the 1 of Cloud9 here.
Exactly, that was pretty smart of Helix Esports not to pour in everything onto Boss, not to pour in all their ultimates onto that single attack. They do have still the nano boost for themselves if they do want to go in. There is Earth Shatter!
That Earth Shatter just got a 4-man knockdown! And look at this Surefour and everybody from Cloud9 just having fun. Only Zen is alive. He used the raid form but cannot, and team kill onto Helix Esports. Cloud9 are standing firm, standing their ground, and Helix Esports, even if they get the push, they cannot even budge the Titan of a Cloud9 here.
Oh man, Surefour is really shining at this third point in King's Row, and I feel like Helix Esports is just trying to find a leeway on where they should time their nano boost correctly. I think they might be waiting for Boss.
This is it. They actually just bypass and go to the back line. Gets the kill onto Red. That's pretty good. But Menacoside gets Hobbs, and that might be an important kill there for Cloud9. But still, the commitment of Helix Esports to go immediately behind Rib is paying off for them as they are pushing the payload. They have the control. They get the kill onto Menacoside, and Cloud9 here are on the regroup. And they're pushing it on the very last position. But Zen is on top side, and he is just waiting. Death Blossom primed and ready. Die in his arsenal. There is the Graviton Surge. There's the bubble onto Zen. He gets no kills at all, but Hobbs is able to finish off with double. Surefour gets the kill onto Boss. Follows up onto Rage, but Hobbs is still alive. Here in the backline, he's playing hide and revolver against Surefour here, and he's using the payload to actually just I guess like block the vision of Hobbs there, but still Hobbs getting the kill, but the payload has not been pushed onto the very middle of that circle. It's still very close, 30 seconds. This could be the last push for Helix Esports.
Yeah, they're running out of time here. It looks like Kai just decided to switch to a Diva instead of a Zarya here. And Surefour switching to a Bastion as well. They know that they can buy some time. They know that all they have to do is rip through that Reinhardt shield. He does have Earth Shatter right now, and he does use it, but he gets eliminated right away. And look at that. There's only a few seconds left on the clock, and Zed is just having a blast in the backline. Meanwhile, that's Hobbs being eliminated. 2 left from Cloud9, 2 left as well as Helix Esports. That's overtime. That Kai at the payload. Zen actually shifts away from the battle, and looks like Cloud9 might win this one.
I like this mindset from Cloud9 to shift Surefour to a Bastion and put Kai on the Diva. So what this kind of mindset does is that you can push people away with a Diva charge, and your Helix Matrix is as good as a Reinhardt sheet, even better at very set amount of time, because you don't really destroy your shield.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Bastion, come on. That's like
Bastion.
Standard. If you're like on low meta, you just
You just
rat-tat your chain gun, and that's about it. And that's what Cloud9 did on the very last push, and Helix Esports could not deal with it.
Yeah, Boss was just finding the right opportunity to use the Earth Shatter effectively, and then just go race to the point because they were running out of time. So that was a smart choice from Cloud9 to switching to Bastion. Just melt the shield and melt through the enemies, especially if they're pressured to just go to the point, go to the payload just for that overtime.
Wow, you can see Cloud9 are they are saying we are just gonna ram right through you with this comp that they are gonna. Is this the one that they're truly going to use? Because they have a Tracer, they have a Genji, they have a D.Va, and a Winston. These are 4 fast heroes that you can use just to push at the first point.
Yeah.
And Helix Esports don't have a real body block against maybe Boss Plus, but then he can get, he can just get dive through and then just backstab.
Exactly. I'm very worried for Adam. I'm very worried for Wolf, especially. Helix Esports rather. I'm very worried for Sprison and for Sprison because of Cloud9's very aggressive composition. If assuming they don't switch.
Yeah.
So I'm predicting they would aim for, of course, the backline, and then they would just storm in, maybe get the payload for themselves. Maybe Sprison might be able to get saved if ever a sleep dart manages to land successfully. So we'll see.
You'll see though as attack commences. No, hold that thought. Surefour, never mind. Surefour and Medical Side going in with an attack. Hanzo here, not really, not uncommon in King's Row, as if you do get yourself a easy 100%, you will be able to use that Dragon Strike to push out your opponents. And Medical Side is actually having some free reign here. Concussive Blast just to split away Helix Esports, but Surefour gets the kill there onto Zen, followed up with Medical Side onto Sprison, and that's one healer taken down on a Biotic Grenade and a possible ultimate Nano Boost not there. And look at this, Cloud9 on their first try actually getting themselves the point. I mean, they're still like, what, Sprison and Zen alive, but they're just going to be trying to come back onto the first point. That's not going to be the case, so it's going to be this hallway that they are sure to defend, because if you do at least, stop Cloud9 in this area, you're just putting them at the very long spawn point. Consider if it's like compared to the second spawn.
Yeah, and this is very classic of Cloud9 to switch to the Pharmacy combo plus the Rapture Surge and the Hanzo ultimate. So I'm really impressed by Cloud9. They're very, very confident in making this comp work. And with the Pharmacy combo, they have really good control over the high ground. Even though, especially they don't have a main for themselves, they can easily just charge in for Helix Esports.
They're playing on the side here, but Medical Side going in, goes in, and oh my goodness! Triple kill for Medical Side. Hobbs, Elekea, Sprison, Surefour following up onto Boss Plus. One more rage gone down. Zen's the only one left standing. Goes in with the backstab, but look at that. What can he do? The bubble of Bizarria just putting more defense for Rolf, and he's gonna be able to stay with his team. Helix Esports not capitalizing on anything from that one, and their positioning was not so sure of that.
Helix Esports wasn't able to get the best out of that Nano Boost because the backline was just terrorized. But Mendel's like, okay, wait, that's a Nano Boost and Reaper by Surefour attacking the backline once again. He does have, gets the Sleep Dart.
So good, very good sleep dart there from Sprison, but going back to that previous fight, it didn't like Hobbs' position because against oh my goodness, Adam going in with a very good revive. I was going to come back to my analysis later on. Hobbs is doing the best that he can, but he is a one-man army here against a beefy Reinhardt. All that armor cannot be pierced by the revolver. And then, of course, if you have the Zarya, you have everybody from Cloud9 coming back to life, as Adam Evanescence said.
Oh my god. Anyway, I gotta hand it to Adam. Hobbs tried his best denying that resurrection. However, Cloud9 finds Surefour. Zen will get eliminated by the teammates of Cloud9. Winston, he's surprised to find a scary gorilla there on top of really good control there.
Surefour with the backstab, but another good sleeping dart coming out of... Oh, he gets pushed and he's gonna die there as he falls down to his death. You can see that Ruffle getting another kill there with his teammate. Medical Side getting actually the Nano Boost, and he's zapping at his opponents. Goes in with the backstab, punches the hell out of Elekea. Goes in, but Zen, or rather it was Hobbs to finish it off. Hobbs actually shifting to the Reaper, looking more for the front damage and of course the AoE of that Death Foster to help them out in this sticky situation, as there's look, plenty of time for Cloud9 to actually push. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Here comes Zen, activates the Eugene of Teokure, even with the Nano Boost as well, but then gets clubbed in with that very good Background Surge coming out from Kai, and the all that commitment from the Helix Esports just get shut down with one ultimate and another ultimate there coming out from Adam, giving his team as much sustainability in this fight as much as possible, and they are outlasting Helix Esports, although Helix Esports do have the possibility, or rather the advantage of their spawn point being so close to this payload that they can come back very easily, and still Cloud9 are up for the pressure. They still have, like, they're still touching the payload, but Helix Esports are, you know, hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, the double shield coming from the Winston and from Rib on Reinhardt is really painful coming in from against Helix Esports, mainly because they want to find opportunities to win the poke fight, but because of all the shields in the world coming from Cloud9, it's just so difficult to find an opening. But here comes Hobbs with the bubble plus the Death Blossom. He's now boosted as well, gets denied, doesn't get denied rather, but then again Cloud9 really steamrolling over Helix Esports at the moment, and Hobbs trying his best to eliminate everybody, but Adam gets eliminated right there by Hobbs, and looks like it's still a very, very close fight.
Unless they can kill Adam instantly and deny him the joys of the revive or the resurrect, or at least have enough damage output or ultimates to actually kill people after the revive, Helix Esports are going to have a very hard time here, but at the same time, like I said already, they have the advantage of, you know, that very near spawn point, so they can just keep coming back to life. And you see here, Zen is having a fun time just charging down onto Kai, and also aside from that, that was actually the first, as I've seen Helix Esports have a very coordinated Death Blossom Nano Boost combo that ripped Cloud9 a little bit.
Yeah, I mean Helix Esports again for the third defense point, trying their best here. Cloud9 obviously switching it up a bit, replacing the Mercy into a Nano Boost instead. Okay, sure for again Nano Boost and Death Blossom. Let's see.
Sure for with the 4K, it's gonna be a team wipe. Oh no, this is gonna be huge for Cloud9 Helix Esports. They have to get back onto the point. Look at that, it's so fast. The payload, they're gonna try to do the best that they can. They have a tracer back to just buy them as much time as possible. They're not gonna actually go for it, as they do have the payload right now in their hands. Elkia there, but there is a two-man hammer down coming from Rip. Still though, Cloud9 are doing it. Menegosai gets the kill onto Zen, follows up on the boss Rip. You can see here on the kill feed, gets the kill onto Hobbs. And there you go, 3-2, Cloud9 take King's Row. Helix Esports not able to get that.
That was a beautiful sleep from Wolf at the last point for Bastion, because they brought up the Bastion for themselves. Helix Esports tried the same thing when Cloud9 was doing a clutch defense onto the third point. Let's see what play of the game we have. Of course, why are we surprised? Why aren't we surprised? It's sure.
It's the 4K, I think.
Oh, Spirit Shatter.
Yeah.
That's actually a good.
He doesn't even need
He
this
positioned himself so well. He hid behind the payload, so the dead eye coming from Helix wasn't able to connect. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a game by Cloud9. So
Yeah.
I just want to point out the hooks of Surefire in the first part of the game is really on point. And of course the Zarya plus Reaper combo, wow, really deadly.
I just want to say, I mean, I should be talking about the tactics, but I'm so happy I saw Bastion in that game. I'm so happy I saw that.
Yes,
Thank you, man. And as well as all the Halloween skins, it's feeling so festive.
It is.
So
it
exactly.
is.
I was really happy to see that. But do you remember the in that last round where it was Helix versus Cloud9, and Cloud9 they were going to go for the high mobility at the beginning. It was the Winston, it was the Tracer, and it was like, I'm going to go for high mobility here. And it's like, you know what? No. Let's switch it out. We'll go with the Mercy. We'll go with the Ana. Let's be safe about this. And that actually worked beautifully. That was their weakest, supposedly their weakest map. And see how quickly they took that first point, and they're pushing all the way to the end point. And it looks like Helix is in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
That looked very painful.
I really like Hobbs was doing so much work on offense that I thought that their defense would have been solidified by his McCree, because one of the counters to a Pharah would be if on DPS heroes would be definitely the McCree right now, and Hobbs has been doing a very good McCree, but then I haven't seen him play on the high ground at all. Nobody utilized the high ground on the whole map of King's Row, and what that kind of made is that Hobbs was always sticking to his team, and when the Graviton Surge from Kai comes out, he can't actually focus Menegosai, because Menegosai was just ready and waiting, primed with a Mercy heal or damage boost, and then just goes in with the Rocket Barrage, just peeling or just wrecking the whole of Helix Esports.
Yeah, Helix Esports it seemed like they were very unprepared whenever Cloud9 was trying to attack or just destroy the backline. But then at the third point, they managed to recover, mainly because they shifted into a different strategy where they decided to put their nano boosts onto their DPS instead of their tanks. So I kind of noticed where they put their nano boosts, they had a bit of trouble from the beginning, but then they figured, maybe let's just put it onto Hobbs, maybe let's just put it onto the Reaper.
I was supposed to say, Adam's reses, sorry, were on point. I can't believe you said it.
Bring me to life.
I'm pretty sure
Bring
other
Me to
people
Life,
know what that means.
Yeah, bring me to life. We said it.
Exactly.
But,
Very nice song though.
The resurrections, they were so on point, and as soon as they came back, it would be a full team res, and then it would be the team kill onto Helix. And I thought that was really, really good play. So kudos to Adam. That was really good.
Yeah.
And I guess the problem there, I already said it like during in-game, was that Helix Esports did not have an answer to that. They didn't have like a backup, let's say, ultimate from Hobbs with the Death Blossom readied up whenever Adam does a resurrect, or at least enough firepower to actually just wipe the team for a second time. But again, they weren't actually able to focus Adam because Adam was hiding in the backlines, and Helix Esports actually never did peekaboo. They didn't actually try to do cat and mouse, chase down this Mercy could actually revive the opposing team, and that's like what you said happened. They got the revive, they got the team kill onto Helix Esports, and that last push, Helix Esports could not come back.
Yeah.
Just regain their composure. They couldn't.
So I just want to say, I was so glad I saw this round. We saw the Lucio push Shawful off the platform, and that is always the most horrible feeling as you're falling. You're like, oh no.
I mean,
oh no.
Exactly. So all those offensive or defensive skills were all poured onto Surefour. So I kind of imagine, wait, Mendokusai still not in the equation against, on Helix Esports side. Just imagine at Koth, when Mendokusai actually plays a Genji, that's extra scary. So the Helix Esports might be confused, or might think twice on where they should invest their skills on. Are we going to put the sleep dart onto Mendokusai, or are we going to put it on to Surefour? Because we saw that all of these defensive mechanisms are poured onto Surefour.
Yeah, and you can see here the composition of Cloud9 now going into the game, actually having Surefour on a main. That's going to be pretty good, as if he puts a good main wall. This is what I'm talking about, splitting the opposing team, but then at the same time, Helix Esports coming in from all angles here. Mendokusai playing with the Reaper, gets taken down by Rage. The Surefour still alive, gets to looking at the kill feed right there. And he's actually having free reign here. They're spawning on Elkia. Elkia takes quite a bit of damage, but then goes in with his team. Boss Claws in no man's land, gets one more Ice Shard from Surefour and gets taken down. Now, the point is starting off with Surefour with a very quick Blizzard here to push out the members of Helix Esports on the point. Elkia almost one, punches out. And Hobbs actually getting Surefour there, so that's pretty good. And Mendokusai, Sleep Dart from Sprison. Very good by him. And Adam on the point, keep himself alive for as much as possible with Rib on the Reinhardt, using the sound barrier just for more pressure here, more HP to work with. And you can see now that Cloud9 actually having almost the first control of the point here.
Yeah, and we'll look at that. We also discussed how maybe Cloud9 might be inconsistent on King of the Hill maps, but it looks like compared to the first map, Helix Esports still finds their ground, finding where they're best at this point, because Cloud9 seems to be very comfortable. We already talked about how Wolf isn't really one of those support players that has played support for a long time, but look at that, they're going in Surefour right now, managed to get the Winston frozen. Great
That is so good. You can see there that Boss Block went in Primal Rage alone, and then the follow-up ultimate there from Kai just to stop the other following members of Helix Esports, and Cloud9 are playing this map by the book. Mendokusai with a 4K Surefour to follow it up onto Hobbs. and now 37%, so that's a good 5 to 6 more tries, I think, from Helix Esports. Still,
No one died at all from Cloud9. They have a really good control of this point as of now. Zen entering from the backlines
he
will
has unsheathed his blade, going in onto Wolf here, but he doesn't kill it. That was, I think, a good heal and a clutch shield. Oh my goodness, that was just clutch from Kai. Sure 4 getting all the burn damage, but he does have the stasis on his ice wall there, and Hobbs gets pushed over, or was he? Did he just miss his step there? And Cloud9 are... I thought I was something where Helix Esports could have gotten it because Zen had a good backstab, but
Yeah.
the mindset of Cloud9 so good.
And earlier, Mendoza, I thought he was about to die from the earlier clash, but it's just that Kai just gives really good clutch shields. Wolf with all the backline healing, but really good timing on the wall for Boss Blast. I mean, for Rib to actually manage to get the charge in and pin down someone. But here we go, Mendoza having the time of his life. Helix Esports will get that overtime. They're lacking people for them to retake the point or kill some time. Buy some
If
time,
it
rather.
ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see here that Cloud9 started off the game with Short 4 playing on a Mei, and they have played that at the very end of percentage of the overtime. And what I really like about that is Helix Esports cannot actually play around the separation of their team.
Yeah, I feel like on Zen earlier with the Genji.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have just waited for a nano boost to effectively or potentially maximize the damage output of that Genji with the Dragon's Blade. But then it didn't work out so well. Even baited all the 6 seconds of that ultimate onto one single target. I mean, I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's gonna work, especially if your teammates cannot follow it up with that some sort of distraction or attack. But let's see here for the second control point.
Now they're playing onto the control room there. They're doing the best. They just touched, just testing the waters. Gets 1 for 1. Zen getting the kill onto Rip, and Mendoza getting the kill onto Boss Blast there. And Hobbs right here with the Tracer. Hasn't seen him, make too much of this, but he's getting the kills. That's the second one. Looks for the third. Has a pulse bomb right now, and will he drop it? Actually does. And does he get the frag? No. Not going to be the case. Rip here already coming back to life and will be pushing with his team. Actually, no, he's a little bit out of position there. Gets killed by Zen, and Boss Blast following it up. And looking at the zap from the Winston actually working on the second round here for Dijal Tower.
Yeah, Hobbs on a Tracer is actually pretty impressive if you look at it. And Cloud9 not getting the first point for now, but in terms of ultimates, Kai will get his soon rather, and Wolf as well. Mendoza will probably use the Death Blossom. Great sleep for the denial of that ultimate from the Reaper. Shifts away back to safety. And Wolf plus Mendoza might get that combo in once Kai also managed to get a better position as well for a retake, but they have to regroup here. Cloud9 not doing well for the first few minutes at this point.
A little bit of miscommunication there from Cloud9. You saw there that they got the good start on the Zen, but the problem was Rip actually charged in and pushed away Zen from the edge on the medical side. There's the Gravity Surge. They charge it up, and oh no, Zen gets charged in by Rip. Still the control of the point being contested here by Helix Esports. They're hanging on. You can see here that Hobbs with the Tracer, aside from being offensive, can actually be good at keeping the point alive for as long as possible. He doesn't, but still, they give it to Cloud9. A good, solid 60% already for Helix Esports. Cloud9 have to get this for 2 to 3 takes. And Helix Esports, looking at the reward chest, only has Hobbs' ultimate ready, primed and ready for use in a fight.
Yeah, the troublesome thing is for Helix Esports that Rib's ultimate is available just in case they want to do this offensively. Now they're buying some time, 21% already on the clock for Cloud9.
Sure, so aggressive with that Deadeye. Just the zone even gets a kill, but at the same time, Mendoza is playing around that Gravity Surge around the ultimate, the black hole of death, as the Reaper just taking away the lives of his opponents. And look at how aggressive Cloud9 are playing there. Just It feels like this is like an SK spawn kill right now. They're just pushing back Helix Esports into their own spaceship there.
Yeah, they're zoning them quite well just to buy some time, but trying to get the Winston in so that they will be able to get a better ground for themselves. But Riv and Dockside
Oh
actually
no,
used the
Rage!
deathblock.
Rage can take it down. He was so close to having an ultimate there, but Cloud9 are surgically getting the kills one after the other. Short4 is playing Ring Around the Rosie with Boss Floss there. The point is actually being taken now by I believe that was Sprison, but at the same time, he's just an Ana. I mean, that's not really going to be too much against the whole of Cloud9 just, barreling down upon you.
Yeah, a lot of important and defensive ultimates available for Cloud9 just in case Helix Esports decides to just ram into Cloud9's point right now. But they're having a hard time at this point. Deadeye actually being activated, but Hobbs into the back line trying to distract the people, and Hobbs actually didn't die there, but Mendoxai might be able to get the Death Blossom once he has that available. Helix Esports just dying slowly, and again Cloud9 managed to get the control on this one. They will obviously get this point for themselves. 2 points for them, 98 to 99%. No one can get that overtime.
Wow, I just have to say, Hobbs had the opportunity to drop a pulse bomb onto the face of Shore4, and he rewinded.
Yeah. His pulse bombs weren't really impactful into the game. I didn't see any effective pulse bomb drops, but Hobbs did a really good job in terms of distracting the backline or just doing that really slow DPS and managing to keep himself safe. It's just that the pulse bombs are really important, especially if you want to eliminate those really squishy targets. Shore4, Mendoxai, Wolf, but then it did not happen.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem already. You already said it. He's doing good but slow DPS. He can't get the insta kills that would allow Helix Esports to actually play around. It feels like Hobbs is the the linchpin here for Helix Esports, and if he can't get his team to rally up behind him, he really can't do anything too much. I mean, he's getting a few kills, but then not enough. He's not putting the false bombs like you said, and now we're going into the third point, the final match, probably final match here, as Helix Esports are already on danger of being dropped out of this tournament.
Oh my, so again, we'd like to remind you this is going to be a best of 3 series, so if Cloud9 wins this, then it's going to be GG bye-bye to the esports. But at this point, they are still fighting, and Zen falls down, and again, Cloud9, being the very, very strong team that they are, managed to get the control for the first few minutes of this third equal play.
Yeah, and you did see there that the Helix Esports Zarya Rage actually had 100% charge on his Zarya ultimate, so that just means that Cloud9 dished so much damage that even though he had 100%, he didn't have his teammates to actually play around it so that he would, maximize the right clicks or the mouse ones.
Yeah.
And this is what I like about Shore4. He's a very controlled McCree player. He can play at range, he can play at close range as well, and he knows how to position now. We can see the Megan Kosai with the Nano Boost even has a Death Blossom Prime and ready there, but he is just chasing down Zen. Zen didn't even know where Mendo Kosai was. He was like swatting away with his Hellfire shotguns. What you can't do that, man. You got a fire there, but he doesn't. Haikai gets the kill onto Alkia, and Boss Floss to follow as Adam with the Lucio gets the kill, and now 40% already in the hands of Cloud9. What can Helix Esports do?
Helix Esports seems very scattered in terms of when they try to attack and retake the point for themselves. It's just that, again, they feel so scattered, and
It's High New with the Graviton Surge as well, gets the kill onto Hobbs. That's pretty important there, and Shore4, it's another one. Mendokosai here at the sidelines, and nobody is actually noticing him. Is Mendokosai a ghost? Because that's what it looks like right here. He even has a Death Blast, not even needing to use it, as well his Hellfire shotguns are already doing the job more than, more than normal.
Helix Esports seems like they don't have any response or reply to this Mendoxai or even Shore4. They don't. I'm really worried for them because it's just that Zen tries his best to eliminate or create an opening for the team, but then he gets eliminated right away before he does something.
Zen goes in with the ultimate and the Ana boost, but still not enough. Mendokosai here getting another counter Ana boost, and they're just going to be able to swat away at this particular pass in their side. Gets the kill, and look at that! Even Even the emotes from Mendokosai just to add insult to injury. And there you go. Winning this best of 2 will be Cloud9 2-0 against Helix Esports. Good game. Well played. Mendokosai coming out from the coffin. And you have unleashed Pumpkinhead.
Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness.
And that, I think that was the moment where Mendokosai was supposed to be dead, but because of the bubble and the heals from his teammates, Cloud9, really good.